Woohoo! Well, hello everyone. Hopefully, I'm doing this correctly because we are Aaron Dill Media lists this weekend. He is on his way to a nice Thanksgiving Day family deal. Which actually, you know what? Let's talk about it now before I totally forget because I got all kinds of cool stuff to talk about, and I got some good guests, and then Shithouse is going to be joining us. Um, Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, in the United States of this America that is messed up as it is, but happy Thanksgiving. Other than that, welcome to the show. As you can see, preachers here, and then we got this other guy down here, this toxic teddy bear guy thing, Jacob Easter. He's on the show because preacher wants to talk about what the heck what event did you go to again?
Go ahead, Jacob.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that.
War for the Wastelands.
All I gotta say is Warheads.
Warheads.
Where was that at? Was that as a private game or?
No, it was a scenario at White River Paintball in Indiana.
Nice. Yes. I like White River. We played a couple games there, I believe. One with Gutta was a commander and we had a good time. Definitely a cool field. Let's see. Supposedly I got some photos here. Let's see if how well they come up here. Like I said, give me a minute, all right?
Let's just start by saying that first off, what an awesome weekend. I didn't get to make it until Sunday, but
no, Saturday night.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I was Saturday night.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I got in at 8:30 Saturday night. Unfortunately,
what day was this that this photo was taken? When
that was
this?
taken on Sunday morning.
Yeah, it's coming, man.
Oh, it was coming down good.
Dude, it was like this big of snowflakes.
Oh yeah, they
were monsters.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I was definitely happy that there was big, huge snowflakes instead of big, huge raindrops. That's for sure.
Yeah. That, you know what, snow you can deal with, but as soon as it starts getting too wet,
yeah. So it was a good time, but I'll tell you what, thanks Jacob for putting us up inside his Airbnb. Unfortunately, we got in and there was some shenanigans taking place. We was playing some cards and some other stuff, and next thing you know, we forgot to do our Mad Frog cribs. So everybody was passed out at like 2:00. We're like, let's do this, and we're like, dude, we're about to wake everybody up. And I'm like, we'll just hold off on it.
this kid again. I mean, what's up with all these young guns, man? He's gonna probably start getting a big head with all these awards he's getting.
Hey, that stud ran the slapsticks right next to me. It was no question about it. He put his gun down and quit working, and he started running slapsticks. And it wasn't just running for a normal, like, we were never really guaranteed a slapstick at this because we got outnumbered towards the end. And I mean, that happens, but talk
about that bullshit in a minute.
He just kept running with me into the shit. So it was nice. I had Gremlin with me, and I knew Preacher was over there on the other side with Loganitis and Hammerhead. He was making sure his duck was good, and I knew I had Teddy's in there too. So we kept running them. We didn't stop. It was kind of a shit show at the end, but we ran through it. It is what it is.
So
well, hey, it came out the right way, right?
Right. It ended with us having a good time. That's about it.
It started with 3 commanders, and it ended with 2 commanders and 2 teams.
Yeah,
and that's when it got lopsided. And
go over what happened on Saturday, and then we'll pick up and combine.
So Saturday was really some back and forth, neck and neck. We took off with a really good start. We had everybody there pretty much at the horn. and I started deep in the woods. So what is that? The Alamo down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started out there because I figure before everybody starts playing and that turns into a giant mud pit, let's get down there and get it out of the way, work out of the woods. So we played that area out pretty good before the first rotation, and I think we were winning at lunchtime, maybe by like 100 points or something. Me and Spartan were pretty much neck and neck, back and forth, and Kemper was coming up behind, picking up pretty. He wasn't too far off. Only a couple missions, I think, at that time. And then Spartans took back over, and then by the very end of the day, Kemper was on top leading at the end of the day. And then into day 2, me and Kemper went back and forth, neck and neck, just a mission separating us or something like that.
Yeah. It was 200. We were down 200 points going into day 2. Day 2 first mission was pull a smoke, man. And I'll tell you what, Loganitis, dude, I absolutely love that man. Because he plays a lot like myself. And the thing that I love so much about him is the fact that I know if you set him on something, he will accomplish it. And next thing I know, I'm like, all right, I'm going this way. You got that? He's like, I got it. I'm like, all right, go ahead. And by the time I came back, like, dude was already back, mission completed. So that evened us up right there. But yeah, some other things went down, and the red team was the shorter of the 3 teams on Sunday, and I don't know what happened. Somehow they ended up getting him back with a spawn campus, or something happened. I was out on the field. I was mowing faces with the Cleveland Iron League, because I'll tell you what, I was super stoked with our team this that weekend, man.
It was a solid team.
Oh, dude, it was. So obviously we had the Teddies in the house. We had Cleveland Iron League in the house. We had Dominion with us, Venomous Ducks. Like
on Saturday we had SAS Indiana. We had Delta 4 showed up for us. God, I feel horrible because I'm on the spot, because I know I'm missing some couple people out there. But no, I mean,
I try to just say, hey, thanks everybody.
Yeah, everybody really came together, and that was awesome.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. And then of course it's always good seeing our brothers that were out there, the Reapers. Let's see, we had the 13th Indiana out there. And then I think we had some other. Yeah,
Predator was out there. He was the XO for Kemper. Did an awesome job. Both Kemper and Predator worked great together. I mean, they earned their victory for sure. It was fun. Alex and Goya did phenomenal Saturday. I think that their team just was short on numbers coming into Sunday, and that affected the outcome of that.
That affected the rest of the game on Sunday.
All commanding staff, though, did a really good job ultimately, though.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun, and that's one of the things that I look forward to when we're playing games like that is there were 3 teams, just like with Global Conquest. I look forward to Global Conquest because that's a 7-team format,
Oh, and God, Global Conquest with that. Dude, the mass anarchy is it's just nuts. Hey, by the way, one second, gentlemen, I have to add someone into the conversation. I don't mean to distract, but this guy finally shows up. So carry on, gentlemen.
Exactly what I said I'd be here, by the way.
Punctual.
Yeah. Punctual. But honestly, the game was sweet. The one thing that dude, oh man, I was mowing faces right before that stinking whistle blew. Oh my gosh.
So let's rewind. Game starts. You guys get that mission taken care of. We end up being a little short-handed. A couple of the guys were slow at getting there at the horn at the beginning on Sunday. By the time they got there, I'm antsy. I already gave my gun out for somebody else to use, but nobody wants to move forward. They're like, dude, we can't get out of these woods. And I said, all right, well, I don't have a gun, but we're going to get out of these woods. So Preacher kind of went along the tree line a little bit and got behind a couple of barrels. I mean, you couldn't see him at all. And I went out with my finger pistols. And I ran out of these woods and started going bang, 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 bang. And everybody started running to get to cover. And then I'd go, all right, and move to the next container. 1, 2, 3. And I'd run out and go bang, bang, bang. And anybody who was on that backside by the tower was just getting sniped from the woods, and they had no idea where it was coming from. So we had a clear shot to kind of move up and fight back. That was probably the biggest battle Sunday morning, honestly, was Kemper's guys and ours right there, just grinding it out back and forth right there in the middle.
Yeah, it was definitely a blue-green battle right there. I didn't see red until after you guys had said that they had crept up around the back somehow, and that was the only time I saw red.
Well, at that point, I think half of our team had already kind of walked off the field because things were already kind of being put in motion.
Right.
So people from everywhere had started walking off, and then I guess words flew and paint did too. So
so there was a little bit of an argument, we'll say, that took place in from what I was told. The red team was a little hurt by what was said and what was done, and they said, we're taking our ball and we're going home.
Now we're talking like a Woods Ball level argument, not a World Cup level argument, right?
We'll touch a little few more minutes about the NXL pay-per-view events that they're going to start having. They
got a little upset. They said, we're taking our ball and going home, and then so they cut the battle, right? Is that what happened? They cut the battle short.
Yeah, we kind of all
the captains agreed to this.
They asked to dissolve their team, and it was supposed to be that the commander was going with Kemper and some of his guys, and some of his guys were going to come over to mine because some refused to come over. They were upset. And then we got Goya and a couple of Apex Predators that he had.
Yeah, they jumped over with us.
Well, the rest of the red guys were supposed to be divided up evenly, and nobody came forward to claim that they were red when asked by the scenario master. And they were like, okay, well, this looks pretty even, which it was not. And so whatever. I'm not complaining. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We lost. Yeah. We go on to play another one. That's fine. We walked away with this.
Yeah.
So
congratulations.
I can't be mad about that. And we put up a really good fight. And before we ended up, before all that went down, we were down by one mission, and that's it. So in my head, that was a really freaking close game. That the green team put on. Everybody who played for me, fantastic job. Had it not come down to a final battle and missions or something, whatever, stayed 3 teams, maybe the outcome would have came different. But doesn't matter at this point because the game's over with.
Right. It's one of those things you live and you learn.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, Shithouse kind of had something similar to that where he agreed with another commander to end the game at a certain point, and it cost him the victory also. It's one of those things that from now on, I think you look at it and you're like, yeah, we're just going to finish this game out the way it is, right?
How freaking hot was it, though?
Yeah.
How hot was it that weekend?
Yeah, that was definitely the warmest game I've ever played, for sure.
Yeah.
No.
But
I think we've all been on both sides of it before, where sometimes you're just pounding another team into the dirt. And then there are other times where you're going out there and you're playing like the Detroit Lions and you're just get on it right from the beginning,
The year I commanded Super Game East. Oh man. That was terrible.
Yeah, even in
114 degrees with the humidity.
Oh. Yeah, that's a hard pass.
That's why I said, things happen, but at the end of the day, you live, you learn, you had a good time. We shot with our brothers, and that's it. All I know is like right before they called the whistle, though, I'm in these wood lines up on the edge, dude, and I got like 50 balls left. I can hear them just kind of rattling around, and dude, there's so many blue players that I'm just like, dude, I gotta pick and choose this shot. And so, one of the things that I did like is they said that if you hit somebody with a snowball, they were out. Like it was considered a hit if you get hit them with a snowball. Friggin' awesome, by the way.
That
And so,
sucks.
My idea.
One of the Cleveland Iron League guys was out in the open at a container, and I just got a couple balls, and so I'm trying to get his attention so that way he could come over to me and kind of back me up with paint, and nobody knew where I was. Well, they start pushing in on him, and these guys are like, oh, I'm going to hit him with a snowball. I'm going to hit him with a snowball. And I'm like, fudge, dude. I am so sorry. I can't stop this from happening because I'm so low on paint. But as soon as they hit you, I promise I'm going to avenge your death, is what I was saying to myself, right? And so they make this charge. I shoot one as they're making this charge, and then I like reserve my paint. They hit him with a paintball, or they hit him with a snowball, and he goes out, and they're all sitting there on the back of this like bunker laughing and how they're going to move again. Dude, I was just like, bop, right in the face, bop, right in the face. Oh, another one right in the face, dude. I started just one-shotting these guys in the face, and they're looking like, where the heck is this coming from? Dude gets up on this truck. He gets mounted like he's getting ready to snipe somebody. Dude, I clobbered him right in the ear, man. I know his ears were ringing because it hit like a friggin' rock, and I was like, boom, and he's just like, it was a great time. Yeah, so
Out there preaching with paint.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, it was headshots all day on that one. But no, it was, like I said, it was a good game. I like White River, the field, in the different like containers and stuff that they have set up and stuff like that. So
now that's one that I haven't been to. Where's that field located at?
By Anderson, Indiana.
I've been there once. We played a game, Gutta commanded, and I helped him out. It was a fun time. The whoever was putting on the game had it all set up with like phones. So he gave each of the guys like a track phone, each of the commanders a track phone, and it was, you had to put in these different codes and stuff the way it ran. And, the guy did a really good job. And the field was a lot of fun to play at.
Field's great. Field's great.
Phones.
It really is a good field.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what, the two games that I've been to. So last year I went to battle for some country or another. I forget.
Okinawa?
No, it wasn't Okinawa. It was like
Fall of Berlin?
No, keep going. There's another one.
Battle for Stalingrad? I don't know.
No,
Yes.
No, it was some N-word or something. I don't know. Anyways.
We can't say that.
But anyways, it was a good time though, man. I definitely had a good time. But again, cool. Like Easter said, shout out to Goya and Alex and Kemper, Predator, Loganitis and Easter for all doing a good job. And, you could definitely tell that their teams respected them. And I think, honestly, everybody had a great time. And so win or lose, we were out there in the cold shooting faces and just having a good time. So,
indeed.
Well, that's cool, man. Definitely cool. Sounds
I always appreciate the hospitality, man. Thank you.
Oh, for sure. One other thing
like,
I want to. Oh.
Sorry. Sounds like you guys had a fun time. I'll shut up.
I want to give a shout out to Harry. I'm sure you know Bill. Harry likes to do things for the Commanders. The man loves money. And
I've got some interesting coins from him that I'm like, that every time. So I have a Commander's box. I'm sorry, I'm going off a little, but I've got a Commander's box and it's got all kinds of different stupid shit in it that I've found that I've needed or that I've like had this stupid thing. Well, what if they make me do this? Okay, I've got this. I mean, how many guys a tape measure? Why would you have a tape measure? Shut up. I've used it. All right. So I open up this Commander's box and every time there's fucking coins in there. Every coin that Harry has given me that I've commanded a game at that he's come to, they're all sitting in there. And it's like I look at him and I remember and I'm like, that fucking goofball, man. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. So what we ended up getting was a $1 coin.
A silver $1 coin, right?
Yeah, an all silver $1 coin from 1923.
That's badass.
Damn.
Badass, dude.
That is so
Yeah,
cool.
I got a couple of silver foreign coins from him that are very interesting. That I mean, someday maybe I'll look at or whatever. But for right now, they're gonna stick around in the commander's box, and we'll go from there.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
It's cool because one of the things that he does is he explains why he gives you the money and the fact that for instance, like the one that Easter has, it'll never actually lose value because it's worth its weight in the silver that the coin was made out of.
Mm-hmm.
And so no matter, what happens with our currency or whatever, that dollar coin will always be, I forget how much it's actually worth. It's worth more than $1, way more than $1, but
no, the whole system's gonna crash and everything's gonna go off of bottle caps and peas. And you know why peas are gonna be a currency? Because my daughter will not eat her peas till this day. And it's just to fuck with her. That's what's going to happen. It's currency is peas.
I agree with Kay. Peas are friggin' disgusting. They're
like them.
They're just trash.
I like cream peas.
I guess that's what is it? Pea soup. That's the closest I've been to cream peas. I mean, I don't know. I had cream corn for dinner tonight, so tomorrow morning, woohoo!
Is that so you don't have to pull the dentures out, or?
All right. So George said that silver dollar is worth around $25.
Nice.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it's sweet. And I appreciate
awesome.
Harry. It's always good seeing him out.
Thank you, Harry. I really appreciated that.
So, Mr. Shithouse, I know I told you weren't allowed to talk about it, but just a little bit. So somebody went and saw a movie this week, and
and
he said he cried over it. Okay, now
I cried through the whole fucking movie, like literally from beginning to end. Like Cindy kept having to like reach over, and she was like wiping tears off the side of my face.
She's like, "Who is
we're talking about
to the movies,
guys and girls? We're talking about
just messing
fucking."
with you.
We're talking about fucking Ghostbusters, all right?
Great movie.
Harold Ramis, Stripes, and everything beyond that, God in his own time. And right now, Ghostbusters was one of those movies. It was one of those movies that I loved. So you saw the new, I mean, without giving anything away, worth it?
Okay. One of the reasons I feel I should point out that it hit me so
shut
hard.
up. You're just a fucking goddamn coffee motherfucker.
Is Ghostbusters were like a hit. Like there were two things like toy wise that I like had everything of when I was a kid. It was Ninja Turtles and it was Ghostbusters. And I mean, I saw and watched and got involved in everything I mean, I probably had the equivalent to $500-600 worth of their toys, but and this is like early 90s.
You want to know how old I am? You want to know how old I am? You know what toy that I had when I was a kid that was like the shit?
He had a Smurf.
No.
Crash Dummies.
Planet of the Apes.
But nice.
Okay. Anyways.
But yeah, they were a huge. I mean, like even when I was a little kid, when we were like 8 years old and we had our bowling team, we wore the Ghostbusters jumpers. Like that was instead of bowling shirts, that's what we wore.
Bustin' makes me feel good. Yeah. Anyways.
And they were so it was a huge. So I knew like going into it, I'm like, I know like as soon as I hear a pack power up, I'm gonna cry. As soon as I hear the like the Acto 1, like the siren, it's gonna hit me. There were certain things that I knew were gonna hit me, and oh man, like the whole movie. And they, Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd, started writing like the movie way back when. But Harold Ramis unfortunately died. He had I could try to remember. It's like vasculitis or something like that. But he died when they started writing it, and Dan Aykroyd basically said, like, I can't do this without him. Like, this is our baby. And there was just enough pressure from the fans and everyone else that his family kind of just said, like, look, we want you to finish it. And so Dan finished writing it with I forget his first name, but Reitman, the guy who originally directed the first two Ghostbusters, directed this one as well. And him
David Reitman.
Yeah, David. Yep. And they did it together, and it was I would say it was the best of the Ghostbuster movies. Like, it definitely.
Did you see the all girl one?
See, I was gonna mention that. I was biting my tongue. I didn't even want to consider that.
You didn't? I mean, come on. I'm a kind of guy that if the movie entertains me and it goes off subject or like the story changes, I can get behind it if it's a good story and it's a good, like, it's off, but it's like, it's off story, but that was good. Now, the all girls Ghostbusters, it was on story, pretty much. Whatever. It was pretty good. I'd watch it again, but I can't fucking find it to stream it any fucking where.
Check the trash. It's where it belongs. Yeah, I didn't even bother. I was like, I debated. I was like, maybe I'll see it. I'll give it a week, and then just anyone that I respected movie critic wise just shit on it. And I was,
and that's the thing to me though. If you shit on, if all the critics shit on something, I'm like, I'm gonna like that fucking movie.
Yeah, I've never bothered, but no, it did. It definitely did.
So wait, everybody's saying go Brandon. Are you a Brandon fan? Everybody's shitting on Brandon.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing around.
Fuck Brandon.
All right, on to some
Fuck Brandon. See, there's no Kermit the Frog going to be showing up on this episode, motherfuckers. Sue. Hashtag Sue Brandon.
All right. Anyways, go on, Shithouse. I'm sorry. I had to do it to him.
It was definitely a fitting tribute to Harold Ramis. Like, it, yeah, 100%. If you enjoyed the first two, I mean, there's a ton of callbacks and jokes that have to do with the first two. So I would definitely say, like you could go and see this without seeing the original two, but watching the first two will make this one all that much more better and special for you. But 100%, if you were even like the smallest Ghostbuster, go see that movie. Like, I'm probably gonna go see it again. There's only been like 2 movies in my lifetime that I bothered to go back and see in theater.
One of them was the Titanic. He double watched that.
I'll take you up
Lord
on
of the
that.
Rings: Return of the King.
I do a Tuesday movie night with my kids, so looks like we'll go see Ghostbusters on Tuesday night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to the movies in a long time, and I mean that's even before COVID. I don't know. I'll wait to a point. I mean, if it's something really important and I can get free tickets, I'll go. But I mean, I'd rather sit in my living room.
I would say this. I'm
trying to get the kids out.
Glad that I saw it in theaters because I was kind of too young.
I'm over the goddamn kids, Jacob. Screw it. But okay, Shithouse. I'm sorry.
He's tearing up now.
Yeah. No, go see it in theaters.
So, just now with Shithouse because he's gonna be sobbing on your shoulder.
Yeah, I was.
What streaming service is showing the first 2 Ghostbusters? Do you know? Is any streaming service?
I don't think. You know what? I will put that off to Cindy because she's got a phone in her hand.
Let's go, Cindy.
Hook us up. Tell us what's going on, girlfriend.
So you know what? As soon as I got home, I don't know who all has Disney Plus. Anybody here have Disney Plus?
Yeah.
So as soon as I got home from my road trip, my nice relaxing road trip, I watched Jungle Cruise.
It's good.
Anybody else? I mean,
I haven't watched it yet.
It was pleasantly. I mean, You know, I
It's-
mean, it's
it's
not
different.
it's not Oscar shit, but it was entertaining. It was worth my time.
It's The Rock.
Yeah.
If you notice, the front cover of every Rock movie is the same look.
So yeah.
So it looks like if you want
Jacob,
to
have you ever done the whole Disney World Jungle Cruise kind of thing? The ride Jungle Cruise? Okay.
No.
See, when you get to go on it and you remember the movie, you'll be like, "Oh, okay."
Now
Because
you're
there's
planning on going there in March, right, Jacob?
Yep.
Yeah.
there's a lot. Oh,
We're gonna
really?
have to click up with our families.
Really? Hey, hashtag Shelly Crook, Mama Frog. He wants this guy here wants to go to Disney. Donna, do you have kids?
Yeah, he's got kids.
Oh, hey, hun,
Allegedly.
in March, you want to go back to Disney? Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
And she's the Disney nut, guys. She's 100% the Disney nut.
I don't
It
think
has
Shelley
nothing
likes
to do with
Disney
me. I
that
hate the
much.
place. I mean,
You know, honestly,
I was gonna say
surprised she doesn't
Disney-
have Mickey ears tattooed on her. Like,
Yeah. I was gonna say Disney sucks, but that'll get me kicked off the team.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the okay because I got to get a little bit more money saved up. But I have a very nice Tinkerbell tattoo that I'm going to be getting. It's going to have to be covered most of the time.
nice.
On
But
your
I was just gonna ask.
she looks pretty well. She looks pretty good. Let's just put it that way. It's a nice drawing that I'm just gonna
All right,
make it a
what's
little
that?
yeah. Anyway,
What's that streaming service, Shithouse?
Amazon Prime has them right now. You can rent them
Hell
on
yeah!
there.
All right.
there you go.
know what he's watching.
For $2.99, which is if you've ever seen a
Oh,
Ghostbusters
man.
movie, absolutely worth $2.99 to rent it.
Yeah.
So
I've got the DVDs, so it is what it is. Look at this guy, David Wern. David Wern saying Disney sucks. So I gotta say, oh man. So I got a bunch of
Boring.
photos over here. He's gonna say Disney sucks, but
Here we
I
go.
mean, he's literally at Disney every time you guys are at Disney, right?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's either Disney or Cedar Point. If he ain't one at, he sees that the
Yeah.
other.
so 2 shots. Oh God, 2 shots of rum, David. You're exactly right. We'll touch that in a minute. Anyways, so look at these 3. So every year when we go to Disney, guys, at NXL, it's basically their birthdays. So one of the guys cleaning up the tables down the ABC commissary line saw that they had birthday badges on. Oddly asked if anybody had an allergy. You know, none of them have allergies, and we're like, that was weird. He comes back with these cupcakes for them. Freaking awesome. So a little bit of Disney pixie dust during the trip here with this. So it was kind of nice. But I got lots of other pictures to talk about Disney, but Shithouse, you got anything else you want to touch on besides Ghostbusters?
Not that I mean, at some point I feel like we got to talk about Cup.
Which is where we're going
Oh yeah,
next.
yeah, we're going Cup next.
So, needless to say, World Cup this year was a little interesting with a little bit of stuff on the 10-man field. Attitudes and fisticuffs. And, I don't know anything that technically actually happened. I just know what I heard and what I saw secondhand.
Yeah.
Somebody got clobbered with a tank.
Yeah.
There was some shit, some stuff went down. There were some nice blows thrown from videos that I've seen.
Somebody got shot in the face
Hold
with
on.
paintballs.
Before we go to that point, I want to say shout out to Dynasty, man. I'll tell you what, my son was all infamous. I like Infamous, don't get me wrong. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Greenspan is the GOAT, man.
Those guys got a system, man. Those guys have got a system.
Right.
That's all there is to it.
And so we were both, Noah and I were sad that Dynasty and Infamous had to face off before the finals. We were so upset about that. We were hoping that it would be Infamous and Dynasty in the finals. And so we're actually out playing and paying attention to what's going on at Cup at the same time we're playing our game with Easter. And he comes back and he's like, Dynasty and Infamous is playing each other. I'm like, dude, you can't mess with Greenspan. Dude's a GOAT, man. I'm telling you right now. And then Noah's like, it's tied. They're tied, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what? And then he's like, shut up, Dad. And I'm like, why? He's like, because Dynasty just won. I'm like, hell yeah, I told you, boy. Let me school you. But no, shout out to those teams and awesome job, guys.
Yeah, I actually got to play with Greenspan when I commanded that Clowns vs. Zombies.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Cool dude, man. That's one reason why I like going to Clowns vs. Zombies, because he's
I've been at different.
Yeah, I might have there too. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I've been at different events with him at it and stuff, and that was pretty much the event that we were able to be introduced to each other and actually talk to each other for a couple minutes instead of just like, hey, yeah, okay, see ya.
Yeah,
right.
He's a real down to earth guy, man, and that's why I like him. He's not one of those ones that just lets the popularity and the fact that he's an awesome speedballer go to his head. I mean, dude's just straight down to earth, and I like what he does with the, getting kids into speedball and stuff like that. Like, yeah. So
now, isn't he the one that's making those Hormesis headbands, or am I mixing him up with someone else?
I'm
you
not
guys
sure
see those
about
like $100, like couple $100 headbands people been?
Yeah, it's through him. Oh God, I can't tell you the truth who exactly it is, but it's basically through him. Here, talk about Jungle Cruise, guys. Here's Baby on Jungle Cruise at Disney World.
Nice.
You know what I was thinking about too when I heard that the fights were going down. It's never in the pro pits, where like you got $15,000 on line. I mean, this fight was in five. So
the best comment I've heard is these guys are fighting. So this was at the 10-man Mounds field.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are, or no, I'm sorry, not the Mounds field, the 10-man field, airfield.
Yeah.
These guys are fighting over a prize that doesn't even cover entry and paint.
Yeah. Yeah. Fist fighting, you definitely, the second you throw a punch, you're getting at least a year ban. At a bare minimum, you're getting banned for a year.
No, I heard they were banned for life.
Yeah. So, I mean, so to get banned, like I said, even if it was for a year, but to get banned for they
hit the referees was my understanding.
I hear and understand why they got pissed off from what I've heard secondhand, but once you start throwing fists, it's
and that's the thing.
Sometimes you gotta just take the abuse to get the right side.
Yeah. Right.
You want to settle something like that, you wait till the whole event is done, because you kicking the shit out of somebody on the field isn't going to make the refs go, yeah, you know what? Yeah, they were right. We're going to give the points to them.
Then you slice their tires. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
you already lost. So you might as well, it sucks, but you just take the loss. Then you do it the manly way, and you meet somebody in the parking lot afterwards. And so
that's why they got banned for life. They actually jumped the guy in the parking lot.
After the whole thing, too?
Yeah.
Shithouse, behave your fucking self. The management does not condone anything that any of the guests has to say or does.
I've been lucky enough to never have thrown a punch on the field. I did get one time I had some guy bump chest with me, and a couple people walked over. They were like, "This is gonna we're all the same team. This isn't gonna work out for you. If you swing at him, we're gonna kick the shit out of you. So maybe you should just leave the field." And at what was it, Monster Game this year, I did have a guy get mouthy because he got shot because he refused to put a barrel cover on. And when I've been killed by enough dead man walks that I'm going to give you one warning and say, put your barrel cover on. If you look at me and acknowledge that I said that to you, and then don't put it on, I am going to assume you're live and shoot you. I'm going to shoot you once, but I'm 100% going to shoot you. And he took offense to being shot, and I warned him like 4 times, and I was like, you want to get shot some more? Like you got a mag fed gun. I got 250 rounds in mine, bud. Like we can go.
Yeah, you know what? And that to me, that's the worst. The worst time I had somebody go off on me was when I was at EMR. It was a winter game, and I shot him mid center in the pack. You know, where I knew where he had a mag, where I knew he wasn't going to feel it. And he went off on me because he wouldn't say that he was dead. No.
It's the same thing. You put your barrel cover on. Like I said, I always give people a warning because it's happened to me. You just kind of forget and I'll go, oh, my bad. Like, hang on, or I'll at least have my hand up. Just walking with his gun at his chest with his hand on it, like by the trigger, no barrel cover on. And after like the 3rd warning, I'm like, nope. Like, I'm not giving you another one. All of his buddies put it on, and everybody else around him was like everybody took my side. Even the ref was like, what are you gonna do, bud? And he got quite offended by it. But it's like it's if you've been in paintball long enough to have a full mag fed setup, you know better. Put your barrel cover on.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there's one thing I want to address though. Like, you got all these people that were talking all that trash about the fight, right? They were like, oh, this is why paintball is not an Olympic sport. Man, fighting happens in every damn sport.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the NFL. Look at Major League Baseball. Look at NHL. Look at MMA. No.
There was that full-on riot years ago with Ron Artest when people were throwing chairs out of the audience.
Right. And then people are like, and this is why paintball can't have nice things. But like, shut up. It happens. And first off, you would never see that in the Olympics because those dudes that got into the fight aren't good enough to be in the Olympics. Plain and simple. That's why they're fighting.
One of the things about this year's event, which
I'm sorry if you were one of those people watching, I still love you.
One of the things though about this year's event, from what I was told while I was at the event, was it was up like 80 to 85% over the last 3 years. So we're not talking the last year of deadness. We're talking over the last 3 years. Attendance was up 80 to 85%. And I'll tell you what, it fucking showed. The do I have any pictures of the staging area? I'll tell you what, the vending area was packed. A lot of good vendors. The layout this year was freaking awesome with the fields and the vending area and everything.
Dude, kudos to, like I was telling Bill before the show started, man. I was super stoked about the kids playing, the ladies playing. Like, dude, they definitely showcased a wide variety of ages and everything. I really like that.
Yeah,
shout out to
B's daughter, who's like 12 years old, podiumed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, which is wild to think that, like, in a World Cup to be 12 years old at podium, like, that's gnarly. But she would be, like, as far as I know, the youngest person to ever podium, I think, and definitely like the youngest girl to ever podium.
Dude, that is awesome. And like I said, that's one aspect that I like, is because now, like, Noah's at that point where he's like, ooh, I kind of want to try out speedball and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, go for it. Like, I mean, him and Cindy and all of them were supposed to go today, but I don't know. Cindy's next to you. What happened to her last night?
Yeah, she ended up. Oh, hang on.
Welcome back.
I went to a concert and got a little drunk, so I couldn't drive 3 hours for a paintball.
Yeah.
Right. That's what Noah said. He goes, everybody bailed on me. And I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, Country was partying a little too hard as well. But I understand because, unfortunately, Lone Wolf doesn't have their indoor anymore by us. So the closest indoor is, all the way in Grand Rapids. So it's 3 hours away for them. So you're doing a minimum of 6 hours driving to play at most 6 hours of paintball. Like, that's a lot.
It's still, but like I was saying, going back to Cup, that's cool that they had that because now it shows these kids that, hey, look, this is something that you can do, and it gets kids more interested in being able to be like, look, I can do that one of these days, instead of seeing just adults take the stage, you know. So it was cool. I saw some video of this kid just absolutely annihilating somebody. I was just like,
Yeah,
"Dang, look at little homie, get it!" Yeah. So kudos to that. And what else was I gonna say? There was something else I was gonna say about Cup in reference to that, but either way.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta grab something real fast.
All
I
right.
forgot to grab it.
Now, did
So
you see the video
keep
of
going.
somebody diving over that thing to hit a buzzer and just eat it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they need to figure out a better system, something. Like,
I love it. Keep it up.
like, even if they just did basically, if you do your home bunker and just made it so there was basically a hole in the middle of it that you could slide over the buzzer, like, so you don't have to physically come over it. It seems like that'd be a little bit safer route. I know somebody mentioned, like, what if we put slow motion cameras in the car? Like, that's a lot of money throwing it at it, when you could just have a bunker design so it's just got a hole in the middle, like a donut.
Right. No,
Although, I did hear, speaking of cameras, when all this went down, the Go Sports guys, who, shout out to them, come out there and shoot all this so we could watch it live and everything. Somebody snatched up some of their equipment.
Are you serious?
Their cameras, yeah. I think it was either 2 or 3 red cameras or red lenses. I don't know, but basically expensive equipment. Somebody came by and snatched some of that up.
No, that's crazy. That's so crazy. But
those guys are cool too. They followed our team. What was at I believe it was the last year they had Legends at CPX. They actually followed us and did like a mini. I don't necessarily call it a documentary, but they did like a,
It is on our YouTube channel, actually. You will find it at the Mad Frog Paintball, or I'm sorry, Mad Frog Militia YouTube channel. You'll find a short brigade program, GI Sports. I guess. Documentary. I don't know.
It's like a 30 for 30 sort of thing. Basically they kind of talked to us about where we came from and stuff like that, and then followed us through on a mission that unfortunately we didn't complete, but. Yeah, it was cool. Those guys are really cool. I mean, anybody who shows up, special, not just Go Sports, but shout out to all the photographers and videographers of our sport, because unlike other photographers and videographers, there's like a 20-30% chance your shit's getting like blown apart when you're doing it. You make it always happen in like football or basketball, but like it's gonna happen.
That happened to Riley, Joker Media. He Cobra Kai, but he's always with Teddy's. But he just started doing Joker Media. He actually works with BG and will come in on weekends and offer people who come in for parties and whatnot, like a few bucks a picture. So he can give them a raw footage picture then and there that they can take home when they leave the field with, which is kind of cool because not too many places do that. But his lens actually got shot out last weekend at War for the Wasteland.
And Dill sacrificed a phone screen. I've seen Zach. I think Zach's
eaten a couple of lenses. And one of them not because it got shot, just because he jumped on somebody because I think their mask came off and basically destroyed a fucking lens.
Shout out to what is it? What is that? Think or Think Tank or whatever that Dill's sponsored by, because that company definitely slaves those guys' lenses and cameras.
Yeah. Actually, I think that's what it is. So that's definitely they definitely got some quality stuff taking care of those guys.
But so on to other stuff other than the fight at Cup, right? Dude, what about that new
grills? I've got a GoPro video. I didn't get it loaded up fast enough. I'm sorry, but the new grills. I'm very happy with them. Literally the muzzle The face part, you've got some room. So this big ass nose actually fits inside of that mask now.
You're not sitting there going like this is a mask.
No. Ears. So you've got the normal mask, then you've got the soft ears that are riveted, plastic riveted into the sides. So you've got the extra ear protection now. So between that, it's still got the same lens. So that in itself is freaking awesome. And then on top of it, it now has a foam system like the EVS, where you can pop the plastic frame out, pop a new plastic frame in. You don't have this goofy ass fucking anything else trying to get the foam in the mask. It's quality.
Yeah, it's really been around a long time. I mean, when I first started 15 years ago, I think 15. That's what I got, and I think they've been out for a year or two already, at least. So they've been around a long time.
I'm going to tell you that's the only mask that I wear now is a grills. I absolutely love it. When I heard that the 2.0 was coming out, dude, I'm not going to lie. I was sitting there trying to analyze that dark freaking video. So I could
when you
see
look at
every
it, when you
aspect
look
of
at
it,
when you look at it like head on, you don't really notice that big of a difference, I don't think. But when you start looking at it and you turn it to the side, you're like, oh.
yeah, because the pieces that hold in the lens, they changed those, added like some little designs to them. They, a little bling to them or whatever, Shazam, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I was super stoked, and then I saw the video, and I was like, dude, those look sweet. But the thing that, like I expressed to you, Bill, is I was worried about those soft ears because, like with the I4s, I'm not a huge dye mask fan, but like the foam came off because it was just like
now,
glued and what.
The
and then
EVSs, the
the
first series of the EVSs sucked because they would the double-sided sticky Velcro. I mean, that's a cool concept, but no.
Yeah.
Now the newer
all the time that Velcro lets go.
Yeah. The newer EVSs now, the updated ones, fucking plastic rivets. They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Hey, Mary, I hope they come in purple. I love purple too, girl.
I was a little disappointed that nobody released any brown gear. Anything new in brown this year at Cup, which is really disappointing.
I was pretty happy that everybody was there like they were, dude. I mean, last year was quiet. Last year was kind of like, oh, wow. I mean, you kind of get it. You understand why, but it was just like, yeah, this ain't Cup. This year, fucking A, man. It was pretty.
I saw that picture you posted. Anthrax had their shit back there, which I thought those guys, when all that thing happened, what was it, Greece or wherever they were located at, when the country's whole economy took a dump, I was like, I guess goodbye to Anthrax. But because at one point we were talking about getting our jerseys done through them.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
2 years ago.
Correct.
Because that's the
So,
thing.
Yeah, this is actually, let's see if I can get this photo going here. This is the main run of the vendors area, and then it took a left, or I'm sorry, it took a right, and there was a whole nother fucking area there, dude. It was.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Gator Mail make his appearance there?
They might have been there. I think they might have been there, but with another. Whoops, wrong direction. They might have been there with. That's Ed Kennard from GI Sports, Core Outdoor. I don't know, whatever the hell they're calling them now.
Ooh, let's talk about that.
Yeah, we can talk about that in a minute. Let's get the paintball stuff over with, because I can end everything with fucking Disney for an hour.
So that's one of the other cool things that. So obviously, a huge fan of Gator Mail, right? They were actually approved to wear Gator Mail and stuff during Cup and all that. So that was super exciting to see that, he was able to do that. And then they were talking, like I said, I thought he was there. I'm not 100% sure, but, shout out to that man, because I'll tell you what, man, okay. Gator Mail was at Fulda. That's where he was at.
Oh yeah.
But shout out to him, man, because it's exciting to see him come into the paintball industry and be able to do what he's doing and provide gator mail to all these people, man, and protected necks. And dude, I've seen everything from necks to whole head, his sports bra, gloves. I'm like, go on with your bad self, Damien. So shout out to them. But yeah, we actually didn't really get a chance to talk too much about Folda either. But dude.
Next, it'll be a gator mail kilt.
Oh yeah, he was talking about. He goes, you know what I need to make you, preacher? And I'm like, what's that? He goes, I need to make you a skirt for when you do your chopper runs. I was like, dude, that would be so friggin' sweet. Did you see me out there?
How much added extra fucking weight?
Well, here's the thing with the gator, it's not heavy at all because it's all like rubber and aluminum rings. So I mean, you take that weight and it's like next to nothing.
Yeah, it's not so bad. It's definitely be less than the butcher's thing that like we'll use sometimes. So.
Right,
yeah.
right. So yeah, that'd be sweet. But anyways,
I can picture you in a gator mail tutu.
So needless to say, NXL seemed to be a fucking crazy hit this year. Bunch of the same stupid stuff, attitudes and assholes, and hey, next year, you know.
Yeah.
Bang bang.
But after that,
George's message. Sorry, George. I meant to reply to it, bud. But yeah, he said that a lot of people were thinking he was Gator Mail at Volga. They got a good laugh out of it.
That's cool. Definitely cool. Well, to bust into the last few minutes of the show, I don't know. We'll see how long we can get this fucker to go. I have, we went to Disney after or during Cup, after Cup. What you see right here is a 50th anniversary celebration cupcake from, oh God, starts with an A. Oh my Lord, I'm sorry, guys. This is from Disney Springs. Look at this fucking thing, guys.
Ooh.
Look at this thing. It was fucking awesome. And you know how I know it was really, really awesome? You see that right half? The fucking dog ate it when we took off to go to the fucking bar.
Nice.
Now, if you guys know Baby doesn't normally touch things like that unless she is given permission.
Not at all, dude. It was like, oh my God. And now, so we went to Disney Springs the one night to pick this up from this place that makes them, and they were sold out. So I'm like, oh, fuck, whatever. Well, we said, screw it. And I took off early the next morning and ran down to Disney Springs and got there like right after they opened and got one of these and brought it back so we could enjoy it with Shelly. It was gorgeous. I mean, it was
gold leaf and the rock candy there.
Yes, it was.
Let's talk. How much that cupcake cost you?
That was $20.
That's pretty
typical Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, 50, but
yeah, no, homie wouldn't be. I can do 20, but 50 is a no. 50 would be a no. Yeah, so there's a nice view of our one of our boat rides to Disney World there. Now, this photo, what I'd like to talk about is what I think is probably one of the hidden gems of Disney World.
Bars?
Dude, hold that cup. Hey, close that picture and hold that cup back up. You gotta close the picture, Bill. You're still small.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, dude. Sorry. So
it's just a shiny ball at that point. All right, here we go. Oh, dude, that cup looks sweet. What's the back look like? Oh, gnarly.
So what we did was we went to this bar, which is right here. I'll share the screen again. Trader Sam's. It's in the Polynesian. Now, you could probably only fit like 25 people in this bar at a time. So it's like first come, first serve. I don't know how the hell we got in. We got in. But damn, did we enjoy ourselves. So when you order drinks in this bar, like the why is details hidden on? Okay, anyways, when you go to the bar and you order different drinks, different shit happens throughout the goddamn bar. Like this drink right here when we ordered it. Holy cow! Which one was this? This was the ooh ah. The damn thing was on fire when she put it down. All right, but the whole bar comes to life. The volcanoes go off. When you walk into this bar, it's like you walked into this dark little room with different interactive stuff everywhere. I mean, it was, this guy actually had an alcoholic drink, boys. Wow. Believe it or not, I got him to drink.
So the whole place comes to life like that. God, what's that? Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah. Exactly. You order like so we've got let's see here. Sorry. So we had a zombie. This zombie. Holy crap! This
is that glass?
Ass. It's ceramic.
Yeah.
So you get the drink. It comes in this glass, and then you get the option to buy it when you leave. Don't ask me how much these cost. I don't know. I spent a lot of.
He was too sloshed after.
I spent a lot of money that night, and I basically I just handed Kay the card and said, "Make sure the girl gets a good tip."
Just swipe it. That's not good.
I was because we had this. This is the zombie. Man, the rum and shit in it. Woohoo! Then we had the hippopotami tie.
What the? Dang, you just got a collection of glasses. All right.
Well, we're not done yet. Hold on.
No wonder why he spends it. Just swipe it.
Hippopotami tie. So it was a Mai Tai, but they called it the hippopotami tie. Now, when you ordered one of these, the waitress comes up and she's like, "I've got hippopotamuses in the trees. What am I supposed to do?" And Kay's like, "Huh?" And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear 2 gunshots and you get 2 bright orange flashes. 2 shots of rum. Dude, so by the end of the evening, before we left, every time those 2 gunshots went off, the whole bar was yelling, 2 shots of rum. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we have one more drink.
There's more.
Yeah, did you have cargo pants on when you went in?
Right.
No, when I walked out with a big gift bag. Let me tell you. This is the Krakatoa Punch. It had one of those light up ice cubes in it. Wait a minute. I may have a photo of Shelly actually drinking a little bit of this. Oh, here's one of my bitches. Hold on a second. We can.
Dude, that looks good.
Let's share the screen. You guys just shut the fuck up and deal with me anyway. So you see this awesome drink right here. It was on fire. We got cinnamon. We put the fire out.
With the paper straws.
The tiki god goes to town. Da 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 da. Well, a couple minutes in, and you got this. Fucking paper straws, dude. Who the 1 foot paper straws? Really?
We're saving the turtles, damn it.
Really?
If we use plastic straws, Hanu's gonna be pissed.
There's me. Oh, wait a minute, what the hell? There's me enjoying that zombie there. That was there you go. So this glass has one of those little light up cubes in it, so it looked like it was bright as fucking hell when it was happening. So
it's not often you see Shelly really drink it either.
No,
I feel like you know, in the 10 years of knowing you guys, I feel like I can count on one hand how many times I've seen Michelle, you know, drinking.
There you
Yes.
go. Easter's something that you got to hit when you go, bro.
Dude,
Find a
if you
babysitter
go
for the
to
kids.
Disney and you stay on you know, at the park, definitely check this out. It's a good night out. I mean, I guess the
A lot
kids
of bars
before
at Disney.
Okay, according to Kay, she would have rather done that than drink around the world.
and Kay and I
Because the drinks were so much better.
the day before we did this, we did drinking around the world at Epcot. So there was a reason I didn't feel too good the next day. But yeah.
Can I put
This
those
was
drinks
fun.
on your tab?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Can I put my cups on your tab?
Hey,
Well,
I
you know
wouldn't be
what? It
shocked
really-
if he had a Disney tab going there. Like,
See, if Disney wanted to make some money, they could make a thing with their pass where they're like, "Hey, you pay this X amount of dollars, and your personal drinks are free," and people would do it.
Dude, everything's linked to that stupid wristband, and it's so easy to swipe it. Oh my god!
Yeah, yeah. I definitely get myself in trouble somewhere if all I gotta do is wave my wrist and somebody brings me booze. Like, that's a recipe for disaster.
Shithouse is waving his wrist like this.
Yeah, just running along the bar shop for him, shop for him, shop for him, shop for him.
You get a shot. You get a shot. You get a shot.
At the end of the night, Bill's gonna be like, "Wait a minute, where's my bracelet?" Be like, "Oh, that's what I was wearing."
These crepes were from the same place we got the cupcake from. Oh my god! This damn
Look at
thing.
that
This was
giant
from
cookie.
Let's talk about this, Bill.
this is from Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen. So this was eaten while these two bitched each other out.
Just about politics, or was it just a roast of Greg Hastings?
Kay just laid into his ass for whatever reason she needed to. She did.
No, it's good seeing him though, huh?
Yeah, definitely a good time. Look at her. The deer took over the dog park.
Were the dogs like going? Like, could you hear dogs going nuts? When all
No.
that was
No, there's really no dogs laying around.
oh.
Hey,
I don't know how we got away with walking out of this store without this.
I like that.
This was actually at Epcot, and I believe this was the Chinese exhibit.
I was gonna say, is that a casino?
Yeah, no.
It does look like a casino.
Yeah.
It was that building.
very cool.
God, I thought Kay wasn't wearing pants there for a second.
I
I was gonna be like, "What? Are you serious?" And then I was like, "Oh."
I was gonna say somebody's got a butt in their face. Very
So
cool.
this was this is one of the reasons why I ended up sick right here.
Now, that's just 50 years that the park has been open, right?
Correct. Disney World, 50 years, correct.
Was Disney World the first one, or was
No.
Disneyland the first one?
Disneyland was the first one.
Okay.
Now, one of the things that people say is it's weird. So I can't get behind Disneyland. To me, it's not it's not the same, you know.
Wait, which one's land and which one's world? I have a hard time with that.
So
World
land,
in Florida, land's in California.
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
World, Florida, land.
So
California.
when you go to Disney World, you're lost in the park because it's acres upon acres upon acres upon acres upon acres of Disney property. When you go to Disneyland, you go up on a roller coaster and you look out and you're like, oh yeah, look at the fucking buildings over there. But from what I've always been told, whichever park you go to first, that's your favorite. And I kind of believe it because so Kay went to Disney World first. When she was shown Disneyland, it was literally the expression was like, "Oh, that's the castle." David, Wern, not Taco.
Boo.
He went he went to Disneyland first, and he's like, "No, hands down, Disneyland's better."
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna take that guy's word for something like, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say
Kudos,
this guy.
guy.
Yeah.
It's actually like a controlled experiment though, because that's what I've always heard, and he's the first person that that's the way it showed.
Yeah, taking his word for something is like taking my word on staying sober at a paintball event. Like, just
the Indiana Jones ride, I have to admit, is badass. But yeah, Disney World is still better. It's like, oh God, the Indiana Jones ride's like the King Kong ride, I guess. It's something else. Yeah, he's a park expert, all right. Anyways,
yeah, Cedar Point.
Have some pulled pork nachos. Have some pulled pork nachos, David.
Right.
Can we discuss that? How I got David had one drink and then had some pulled pork nachos that weren't on nachos, they were on chips, and was sick like a son of a bitch and had to fly home the next morning at 3 a.m.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
and that's why we don't trust that guy's opinion on anything.
Yeah.
Except for Portillo's. We'll go into Portillo's together any day, bud.
Yeah. We've all been
and I'm with you.
Beat
Beat
up
up sucks.
on vacation, you eat something weird, and you're like, yeah, that sounds good. And you're like, man, how come I don't see anybody else eating this thing, you know? And yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
Oh man,
no, it sucked because we had some awesome pork tacos. I don't know if you saw their picture earlier. I mean, they weren't exactly the cheapest ones. I think there was like 3 or 4 of them per run. But when you're drinking, you got to have something in your system. So those tacos were awesome.
All right, what else we got going on? Oh, make sure you guys check us out at madfrogpaintball.com.
There you go. There you go. That's we got a YouTube channel as well. YouTube Mad Frog Motion.
We've got do we have a Twitter?
We've got a Twitch. We've got a Twitch. We've got a TikTok,
not that.
an Instagram, and yes, we have a Twitter.
Twitter.
And I promise, I've cleaned it up. Aaron's cleaned it up. It has nothing to do with my Twitter page. Please don't look at my Twitter page because God.
All right. What about you? What do you got, Jacob? What's going on with Toxic Teddies, man?
We got a Facebook. I don't do all the other stuff. And I don't have an Aaron Dill. So now we have a Toxic Teddies page on Facebook. And for our future, we're expanding the team a little bit, growing the numbers from what I was originally going to do, and have decided to start a Young Guns team, which will be only sponsored through BG. That way we can get them geared up with stuff there, but they don't have to be tied down to Toxic Teddy's sponsorship deals, because I mean that some of that stuff costs money and kids don't necessarily have it.
They're gonna be considered toxic Cubs or what?
Toxic Cubs. So same logo for the jersey, and Teddy's is gonna be like spray paint X'd over it with a bumper sticker slapped on it over top that says Cubs.
Nice.
You always put a pacifier in the Teddy's mouth.
Kind of like that.
That's cool.
But yeah, it'll be all Young Guns and just something to not have them feel so tied down and whatnot. Because I know that I try to push the pace a little bit with some of my Teddies. They all know that. We just try to play a little bit harder. We got a lot of catching up to do. You guys got 15, 16, 20 years in the game. And this is only our sophomore year. So
Right.
We had some making up to do out there.
Well, listen, you guys are doing awesome, man. For real.
Definitely.
Thank
Definitely.
you. Thank you.
So
So
make sure
I
you
just-
check them out on Toxic Teddy's Facebook.
I got
Yep.
some videos here I totally forgot about. David sent me here about so they at Epcot they've got this Coke bar, so to speak. Not the cool kind of Coke bar in Florida.
Did I tell you guys I was Pablo Escobar?
No, so they got all these
He's
different
like, where's the clown with the boner?
these different these different Coke drinks and
guys,
stuff.
I apologize.
And whatever the taste, so they got like 3 or 4 different flavored Cokes. Like they got a Russian Coke, Russian Sprite actually, tasted like cucumbers mixed in there, whatever. But whatever this final drink was my facial expression. Jesus Christ, that was disgusting.
That's the thing. Different flavors around the world, like God, I remember
Greece. They like it in Greece. I'm like, how the fuck can you like this in Greece?
It's a standard practice to have black licorice candy in like Norway and shit like that. Half their candy's black licorice. It was fucking disgusting.
So you guys did the pop challenge again?
Yeah.
What's that?
I said, so you guys did the pop challenge again?
Basically, yes. Basically, yes. I mean, it was actually a taste test, and then all of a sudden at the end, it was bad. It was bitter. It was disgusting. It was bad.
I mean, I guess I get where the different flavors of soda would be different around the world, right? Because I mean, look at like something as simple as Taco Bell. They got their own like syrup to ratio mix for their Mountain Dew that nobody else is allowed to have. Just like McDonald's has their own Coke syrup.
And they definitely have their own Sprite because nothing beats a McDonald's Sprite. That shit's so crispy.
See, I'd actually like to find out. I'd like to find out how I can get like canned Mountain Dew from like overseas.
We know you do.
It's dude.
I'm sure somebody in our family.
Let me know, please. Please let me know, because
hit up Reaper next time he goes overseas.
It's got a different fucking recipe. You know what? Yeah. Here, I'll say it this way: it's got a different chemical makeup. All right, I want to taste it. I want to try it.
Well, that's because a lot of countries won't let you put in soft drinks what the USDA lets you put in soft drinks. So like where they're like, yeah, you get this chemical, this chemical, this chemical. Like certain countries like France are just like, how about we just use sugar in we'll just swap the poison out for food. That's why you look at a lot of that stuff and all of a sudden you're like, well, I can pronounce all these ingredients over in France. Like
that's the name. The name of the drink was Beverly. That's the one that was the nasty ass taste. Jesus Christ, it was disgusting.
She sounds nasty.
Yeah. It was expensive too. Not worth it.
She doesn't even sound good.
Yeah. She sounds like Karen's sister.
Out there, Bev, we're sorry. No.
Yeah, that's good. So anyhow, what the hell else we got to talk about? Yeah, no shit. It was a good trip. It was definitely a good trip. I got to try fucking pizza in a cone.
Oh, yeah. Like they wrap it in a.
It was like a dough cone.
You got a picture? Show us.
I'm looking. Where the fuck is it?
Man, I'm glad I didn't have an edible before this show. I did have some really good sausage and peppers, though. Oh,
dude.
Oh, it was so good.
No, listen. Hold up. While Bill's looking for this picture, right? I go and I stay with Jacob in this Airbnb, right? Tell me why Joker is gonna be like, hold up, I'll finish it just so. What the?
So
Yeah,
it's a
pizza cone.
Is
dough
that a
baked
person?
cone filled with that was a pizza. It was a bacon and pepperoni.
I wonder how now. How long did it take for that to cool down before you actually took a big old bite out of
Right
that thing?
away. Pretty much right away. So they got these food trucks Tuesdays and Wednesdays down at the circle at the campground at Disney. And this was one of the food trucks. And I mean, I pretty much, I walked back and I waited till I got back to take, but we're 3 minutes, I guess I
Because
waited.
I'm looking at that and it's like a hot pizza, right? We bite into that hot pizza and it's like burn.
Get out of your mouth. Yep.
Yeah.
But that's what that it looks delicious. But no, so go ahead, Bill. I'm sorry.
It was very interesting. I don't know if this will play right. It'll probably crash my computer and we'll get booted off. I don't know. It was good. All I can say, it was goddamn good. Yes, it's gonna pop up in a minute and be annoying. Oh yeah, wrong screen.
He's working things out, guys.
Can you hear that in the background? Probably not.
No.
Hold on a second. I gotta close here. All right, I'll close that out and stop sharing.
No, so get this right. I stayed with Toxic Teddies in their Airbnb, right? We're sitting there playing some cards against humanity or whatever. We get done with whatever Joker, dude. And what's his first name? I forget his name. Yeah, this dude's like, I'm gonna go out to my car. We're looking at him like, what? He goes out to his car, and like 2.5 hours later, all of a sudden this dude starts coming stumbling back in. And we're like, what the heck? Dude was all discombobulated. He ain't got his glasses, no nothing. I'm looking like, you all right, bro? Like,
You had to go find him.
Right. We had to go find him. Dude passed out in his car. So he come back in. Car is running. His car is still running. And I'm like, I think I left my car running. And I'm like, what? He's like, anybody know where my glasses are? Like, you had them when you left, bro. Like, what the heck? I go out to his car, dude. His car was like 120 degrees, like a sauna. He's got this pump to his blow-up mattress running, but not hooked up to his blow-up mattress. I'm like, what the hell? So I unplugged the blow-up mattress is flat. It never got blown up. So dude went out to his car, passed out for like 2.5 hours, and comes stumbling back in. I go out there. His glasses were all up under the seat, dude. It was a mess. But I was like, bro, what happened to you?
Remember, he came in and he put his head down on the table and he started mumbling.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hey, I love that guy though, man. He took some stellar pictures and he kept the camaraderie going. So
yeah, no, it was
he was there without being there.
That was a shithouse moment. You could have put a Coors Light box in front of shithouse, and he loses all sense of time and direction like that too.
you transport to another dimension.
It was only 15. It was only 15.
Who's counting?
Just you wait till Legends this year.
Shithouse Monster Games, my birthday weekend.
Oh
and your XO.
Yes, yeah, we are definitely gonna party hardy at Monster and at Legends.
Hey, Cindy, if you're watching, you're gonna want to skip that game. He's gonna be a mess, and you don't want to have to take care of that.
I'm usually pretty good.
Shoot.
We take care of each other. We kind of take turns switching off.
He's
You know,
getting the eyes right now. You see that? He's
Right.
getting the
We
eyes.
take care of each other. Yeah, right. She's gonna be wiping his ass and mouth. Sorry for everybody watching.
no, I'm definitely thinking we're gonna need to like crash at the field for Legends. I really don't
That's
want to
gonna
do
be a
that.
given. Are you even gonna have a tent set up? You just gonna crash right there in a wide open field like those dudes crash
Like
next
they do
to
on the
us?
mushrooms. Yeah, no, because it wouldn't be so bad, but the drive, because we typically stay in Brighton, and that drive back is just hills, and I can't do 15 beers and a hilly car ride. Nah, no, 100%. Yeah, I'll have my head like hanging out the door 2 miles down the road, just.
That's all right, Cindy. I'll be there too. I'll try to keep an eye on him.
It's gonna be some fun. It's gonna be some fun.
We'll be
anyhow
again, Bill.
Secret Squirrel. Jesus Christ. Anyhow, so we've kind of gone about an hour and a half here. Maybe we should get off. I don't know. Anybody else have anything else to discuss? Set us off on another tangent. Come on, do it.
I got.
Well, we can keep going on the tangent we were on.
Was there anything besides the grills like new release stick cup? Like, did somebody come up with a new gun or anything? I mean, I saw Mason's PB had like a shitload of wild looking Luxes, but that's
I didn't. There, no.
I got 2 new sponsors.
Ooh.
Well, there we go.
Killer Bee Collective with Luke out of, I want to say Vermont, I believe. He's with M80 Project.
Nice.
Under Firefly and them. And then I've got Good Time Boys headbands and head wraps, which is a baller from BG, local. So trying to help him out. If you're ever at an event, do something cool, because I'm looking for people throughout the year next year to give some things out to. So if you see us at an event, I'm looking to try to have a little giveaway just about every time. So give back and get as many people involved as we can.
Very cool.
All right. Well, I guess we actually survived. It wasn't too bad of a train wreck. I think we did pretty good today.
I think it's probably our longest show.
It sometimes
I
it
don't
just
know,
like
that one with freaking Bill drinking all that Jameson. That show was like the show that never ended.
yeah, well, it's just because you wanted it to.
Speaking of never-ending shows, I forgot to inform Cindy of this, so you guys will learn about it as soon as she is. So typically, every year I do a live stream on my birthday, which it's typically just me getting trashed as fast as I possibly can. I think the first year I went 4.5 hours. This last year I really stepped it up into high gear, and I think I was puking at the 45-minute mark.
Oh yeah, he was gone 45 minutes in for sure.
Yeah. Now this year, because my birthday falls on Thanksgiving Day, I will be doing a short, just a few drinks, maybe like a bottle of champagne at the most.
He'll be wasted after that
live stream on the night before Thanksgiving. Just a small little,
you're gonna drink to me because that's my birthday.
Really? Happy birthday, brother!
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because you don't drink, so I'll drink for you, bud.
It'll only be one. One drink, just one.
I mean, if you're holding the bottle, that counts as one.
If you never pour it into anything but your mouth,
up as he's holding it, it's still considered one.
If you pour it directly into your mouth, correct. It is a glass you are drinking from. Yes.
You know what? Maybe instead of champagne, maybe I'll do like a 2 bottles of wine live stream. So I went out
red wine.
And I found out the wine house near me is shutting down. They got their liquor license now, and apparently in the state of Michigan, if you have a liquor license, you can't make any of your own stuff. You can't also just transfer ownership of a company to your sister and then buy it from her. Nope, you have to buy it from vendors and everything. So they aren't going to make this pomegranate wine that I love so much anymore. So when I was there the other day, I bought 12 bottles. So yeah, and it only lasts so long. Might as well celebrate.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Jacob, Brian Anderson wants to know where you're from.
Indianapolis.
Oh, there you go. All right. Sorry, shithouse.
No, you're good.
Nice.
Yeah, other than that, I got nothing.
So I'll be looking forward to that video, by the way, bro.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, typically I start that about 9 p.m. 9 p.m. on Wednesday. So we have dinner at 7:30, so maybe a little after 9 p.m.
I like how she pipes in there. Hey, we got dinner.
Yeah, she's not telling me where, but she's taking me out to dinner somewhere. So I'm super pumped for that. Also super pumped because that means that when the idea of dinner came up, she was able to make a decision on where to go for dinner.
After this, he's getting his butt kicked.
You ain't going
to dinner.
You ain't gonna be able to eat fucking dinner.
I was gonna say it was her treat. Now it's gonna be his.
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah.
Well, all right, everybody. You have a wonderful evening. Thanks for wasting all this time with us. Because I mean, honestly, there's got to be a lot of better things to do than to listen to us talk. Other than that, enjoy yourselves, live your life. Let's go, Brandon.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Remember what it's all about, how the Indians helped the white people survive the winter before the white people took all their land.
Shut up. Enjoy your turkey, your mashed potatoes, your gravy, your ham, the stuffing, all the fixins.
Oh, yeah.
Eat more, sleep more, eat more, sleep more.
I mean, you can skip pumpkin pie.
And then paintball.
Yeah.
Fuck that! God damn it! It better be like 3 or 4 pumpkin goddamn pies.
Apple pie.
I thought he was saying F that about the paintball for a minute. I was like, what?
No, pumpkin pie. You gotta have pumpkin pie. Let's go, Brandon. Anyways. Yeah, so
I think
happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and I guess
We love
we're
you.
out of here. Take it easy. Bye.
Hey guys, what's up? Preacher here from Mad Frog Militia, out here at Max T. We got my man Charles here, and if you take a look, dude, look at these new awesome freaking jerseys made by Max T, man. I'm gonna tell you what, I've been wearing one of these things all day long, and these things are awesome. If you ain't got one of these new light jerseys from Max T, you're missing out, all right? So then we come on down here to these awesome barrel bags, dude. These headbands are something else. Like I said, Max T. Make sure you check it out. We got some awesome sliders right here, dude. These things are comfy. Dude, if you ain't got some Max T sliders, dude, I don't know what are you even playing paintball? So then as we go down, we got these awesome hoodies. Make sure you pick up a Max T hoodie on your next order. And then we got these awesome tech tees. My personal favorite is the Mad Frog tech tees, but make sure you check out Max T for your tech tees. Next, we got your regular cotton tees, but I'm going to tell you right now, my favorite of all Max T products is this lovely shirt right here, made by the Pinup Girls of Texas, because they also love Max T. If you take a look at this wonderful shirt right here, it says, "I am sorry for the things I said while playing paintball. I am very sorry." Make sure you get your Max T sportswear.